What do you say to Nick Clegg, who basically says you haven't got any credibility?
Well, it's very sad, isn't it, that someone like Nick Clegg now has to start spewing out lies as the other parties are doing. What we're trying to do here today is have a campaign that is based on facts, that is genuinely looking at how we can benefit everybody in this country, and of course that is actually costed. So we're not coming out with vacant slogans as other people are doing. We're not name calling and trying to, smear people's personalities. We're looking at what benefits this country, and I'm very proud to do that.
But basically what you're saying is we're going to spend money on nice things and we're going to do it by squeezing people who won't feel the pain. I mean, that's fundamentally the Labour tactic in this election, isn't it?
Well, if nice things are things like education, about being taken care of when you're poorly, then yes, we think those sorts of things are very important. And no, it's not about squeezing certain groups, it's about making sure that everybody has a system that they pay into and that they're able to benefit from. And yes, that means that some people with the broadest shoulders, and particularly businesses that are making a big profit and are not reinvesting that back into our country, yes, we will be looking at them paying their fair share.
Where's your evidence that they're not reinvesting it back in the economy? We do, after all, have record levels of employment.
What I'm looking at are businesses that are taking the money offshore, that are not looking at paying their employers properly, that are taking massive pays for those at the very top, and that are not seeing a fair filter down through to the workers. That's just not fair. Of course we want businesses to be as successful as possible. That's how the whole economy benefits. But what we want to see is that that wealth is shared out. Because really, when you look at a business, they are using the infrastructure, they are benefiting from the education system we've got. So paying your fair share back in again, that seems very sensible to me. What we're trying to do here today is, rather than just doing the same old, rehashing policies that we've already got, we're actually trying to look at the bigger picture, see how do we move forward as a country. Post-Brexit, first of all, how do we get the best deal for Brexit, but post-Brexit, how do we become a really strong economic force? How do we maintain that position in the international market? That's what we're trying to do today.
You are Shadow Secretary of State for Women and Equalities. Why do you think it is that the Conservatives have now had 2 women Prime Ministers and Labour haven't had any?
That's a very good question. Why do you think it is that in the budget that we've just had, 86% of the cuts and changes that the Treasury made fell on women's shoulders? How is that about equality? They're the sort of big questions that we're looking at, not looking at one individual. We're looking at how is it that certain groups in our society are facing the biggest cuts? Why is it that lone mothers are repeatedly not reaching their full potential? Why is it that
you are looking at one individual, though, aren't you? You're telling us Jeremy Corbyn,
as a white person, you're not reaching there.
You're telling us Jeremy Corbyn would be a better Prime Minister than Theresa May, so you're looking at individuals, aren't you?
Yes, what's that got to do with her being a woman or not?
Well, I've just asked you a question. I said, why hasn't Labour had Prime Ministers who are women? Your reply to that was, we're not looking at individuals, and I'm saying to you, you are looking at individuals, because you are, I believe, and you can contradict me if you like, you are saying you think Jeremy Corbyn would be a better Prime Minister than Theresa May.
Yes, I do, based on the fact of his policies, not on the fact that he's a man or a woman. I don't know why it is that the Tories need to be going for this name-calling and trying to denigrate someone on their personality. Take us on our policies. That's what this is about. This is what the British people understand. This isn't about name-calling. This is about who is going to do the most for all of our country, rather than just the privileged few.